Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to be demonstrating the utility of using more than one EQ. So I see the general consensus is, you have something you want to EQ like this, and you first, you get a high pass going on in there to get rid of all the other stuff, and then you start, EQing and things like that, and subtracting, taking away. And then you get into the mid-side stuff, the left-right stuff, and all that fun stuff. This is not the way to go about it. You shouldn't really be doing all of this in one window. You can, but you run into problems, and I'll show you what that is. So first thing I want to do is I want to shave off the low end. So I'm going to open up EQ8, drop it in my group here. And right there's all that stuff down there. I want to get rid of that. So I'll just get a high pass. And then I'll just filter it out and then get rid of these. And yeah, I don't even need to have oversampling on, but I should, but I don't, because it's so low down there. The filters aren't really affecting anything near the Nyquist limit or frequency. And yeah, that's all well and good, and I can just get rid of that. Well, not get rid of it, but I can collapse it. And then I can get into the super awesome, like, reparative or even creative EQing. And this is a good way to go about it because, let's say I have all this and then, that low pass thing and all this fun stuff and even like mid-side stuff. And I'm just like, I want to start again. You would have to, get rid of all this and then put that filter back in. But if you know you're going to have that filter in there anyway, just leave it and have it in there as a separate device and then have your EQs in series. So I'll kind of demonstrate more of this. So I'll just get rid of that and I'll drag this in. So let's get some sort of mid-side EQing on. And, in Pro Q3, you can have mid-side and left-right and, stereo EQing all in the same window. You couldn't before, but, the workflow I still stand behind the workflow of keeping everything kind of separate. So let's get a band in there and let's go side. Let's see what we got. Cool, yeah, and then we'll go another side or something, and we'll get rid of that and things like that, and then adjust the mid and the balance of that. Who knows? And stuff like that. All right, so that's our mid side EQ. So let's get into the other EQ, which would be more of a stereo, or just the stereo EQ. Right, and then we can get in there and do things, or the gentle roll off, and maybe even like another gentle roll off here. We can find like little problem frequencies and stuff like that, and just do that. Simple things, right? And that's all well and good. And and the reason for that is, let's say you want to switch out to a different EQ. You want to use like a console EQ or something like that. You're gonna want this anyway, so it just saves you a couple of steps. So another example is, we have a kick and a bass sort of thing going on here. And that's all well and good. Let's get something in there that would be a good idea. First off, and we don't need to do this in Pro EQ, we can do this in Ableton. So we'll go Pro EQ, and then the first thing we will do as a utility is we'll switch to mid-side mode. And we'll switch to the side mode and get rid of these. And we'll go to the mid, get rid of those, right? So just cleaning up your bands a little bit. And yeah, let's roll off the I guess you call it like the stereo stuff below. You want to roll it off below 400 hertz or something like that. That's the general like consensus. right? Not a whole lot going in there, but like depending on your bass and whatnot, there may be things in there. So yeah, you have that. You take out the side material and it cleans up your bass. Cool. And yeah, what's next? Well, you get in here and you get your stereo EQ, which is the default, and then you want to like maybe roll off a little bit of the low end. You do this on the master, but why not do just a little bit here, just to see what's going on? Because you might have processing going on in here, and you don't want that low end to like mess with that. And you can even use like these extreme filter cuts and stuff like that, and get it really cleaned up, and then leave that. And yeah, you just keep on going, and it's not so much a hit to your CPU because, you're not using as many bands as you would have, right? You're still using, one, well, it's split into mid-side, then using one band. That makes sense. And I'll get rid of that one, right? And that's to clean up the low end of stereo material. And this is a roll-off. It's one band, right? So it doesn't really interfere with your CPU hit. So yeah, I'm going to have an EQ here. That's going to get rid of that muddiness. And then, yeah, maybe something else over here to kind of get that low end, or sorry, the high end. And a little bit of a roll off here. Right, leave that. And then get into something a little bit more advanced, right, with a gentle 6 dB per octave roll off. Right, and it's really rumbly and stuff like that. We'll get that kind of sorted like this. And yeah, it's like in my opinion, it's just a better way to go about doing things and just kind of keep them separate. Because, I might be like, I might want to be, well, that's a bad example, but like say, yeah, I'm like, I don't want that. I want Pro Q3 to do that. So I go in there and I do that thing and stuff like that, and it just makes the process a little bit better. So yeah, that's that video using EQs in series. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned stuff. Take care and have a good one.